yeah, so today we're going to be seeing if NBA 2K23 can predict the NBA season. So of course I'm doing this before the season, so we'll see how this turns out and how true this is to the real season. So I'm just gonna go through the rosters real quick. Just a little refresher for, I guess, all of you. And if you are wondering, I am playing on a PS4. It's because I do not have a PlayStation 5, so yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's also they're like over $500, and I just can't afford it. So, alrighty, just the last few teams. Alrighty, and then all players, of course. We can go to power rankings real quick. They have the Lakers on top, which makes no sense in my opinion. I understand the Bucks, the Warriors, the Sixers, the Clippers, and the Heat. I understand all these teams being up here, but the Lakers kind of make no sense, especially after their record last year. That's coming from a Lakers fan right here, so I don't know. Hopefully they do better this season. But I have injuries off, and I have fatigue on, so we'll just simulate the season. I'll just see you guys at the end. So yeah. Alrighty, so we're here at the All-Star teams. I just want to see. Let's go Giannis and then auto draft. Alrighty, in the starting lineup, you got Luka, Curry, Durant, Kawhi, and Joel. On Team Giannis, you got LeBron, Harden, Jokic, Trae Young. Shea is there. There's nobody really else that's really surprising. So yeah. Alrighty, Luka, this MVP, averaging almost a 40-point triple double, which is crazy. Shooting almost 50, 40, 90, which is pretty good. Rookie of the year goes to Jaden Ivey, averaging 23, 3 and 7 with 1 steal, pretty good. Isaiah Jackson, 6th man of the year with 15, 6 and about 2. Defensive player of the year, Giannis, averaging 30, 12 and 6, 5.5, averaging a steal and 2 blocks. Most improved player is Alperen Sengun with 13.7 rebounds and 3 assists. Coach of the year, Doc Rivers, which is the Sixers, 56 and 26. Alrighty, first team, Luka, Harden, Giannis, LeBron, who's out with a torn hamstring. I mean, injuries are on, so. And then you got Jokic. Alright, second team is Trae Young, LaMelo Ball, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, and Joel. Third team is Shea, who's out with a day-to-day. Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, and Bam. All defensive teams, Lonzo, Chris Paul, Giannis, Kawhi, and AD. And all defensive second team, Drew Holiday, Patrick Beverly, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, and the Time Lord. First team has Jaden Ivey, who's also injured 1 to 2 weeks. Keegan Murray, Jabari Smith Jr., Pablo Banchero, and Chet Holmgren, who's also injured. It's a lot of big injuries to key players. And then second team for the rookies is Mark Williams, Johnny Davis, Jeremy Sochin, David Roddy, and Dyson Daniels. Let's go to the injury report. So you got Jackson Hayes, Matisse Thybulle. Oh wow, Jason Tatum out for the season. I mean, this is I don't want to say it's gonna happen, but it's what 2K thinks is gonna happen. And Mike Muscala. You also have Juan Toscano out, Ricky Rubio, Jalen Smith. Oh, Evan Mobley, Justin Lewis, Al Horford, Gobert, Gary Trent, Andre Drummond. There's a lot of people injured, and it's big injuries too. It's over 2 weeks. Desmond Bain. This thing that bothers me. Let me go back. Is that Desmond Bain, I believe, was at 84 overall. You don't have a face scan for him. You don't have one of those yearbook pictures like OG Anunoby. You don't have that for him. Dorian Finney-Smith. There's LeBron. I'll just scroll down for you guys to look at if you want to look at it. don't know. I don't know. All of these are day to day. It doesn't really matter. Alrighty. I showed you all-star teams. We can go to transaction report and see if there were no teams that made a trade. I don't know if that was my fault, but I'm pretty sure I like automated it where they could do all the trades themselves. Like I didn't need to have a say in it, so I don't know. League standings. You got Philadelphia up top, then Cleveland, Miami, Boston, Atlanta, Chicago. The Bucks are all in the play-in. Indiana. Oh, it's actually pretty good for Indiana. I mean, how well did... Yeah. Because everybody has their original team, so... You got the Knicks, the Pistons are up here. And wow, Brooklyn missed out. Probably on the tiebreaker with Kyrie and KD and Ben Simmons and the bubble god TJ Warren. And Charlotte, Toronto. Who's the worst team? Sacramento. Alrighty, let's go back to the top here. You got Golden State. You got the Pelicans with Zion. You got the Lakers. Of course, you got Jokic, Luka. The Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Timberwolves made it without their NBA Finals MVP, Patrick Beverly. Portland's up here, which is kind of surprising because they got a really young team, and they're starting. It's kind of weird. They're starting Dame over Anthony Simons when they kind of feel like they would start Anthony Simons at the 2 and just move him over to the bench, but. And then Phoenix is all the way down here, which makes no sense. Also makes no sense that Chris Paul is not a 90 and Devin Booker's a 92. Just saying. And then the Thunder, which is pretty good. Spurs expected, Jazz expected, Rockets. So, I mean, looking at it, most of the teams that are supposed to do bad did bad. Toronto, though, is down here, which I'm kind of surprised by. And Brooklyn, those are the two that I'm surprised by, but that's really about it. Alrighty, league leaders. Alrighty, Luka with almost 40, and you got Trae Young, Ja, Giannis, and Devin Booker. There were 6 guys having over 30 points per game. That's crazy. And then Luka's up here with 12 rebounds a game. And then you have... For rebounds, you got Jokic, Bam, Clint Capella, Ayton, and Jared Allen. And then assists, Jokic is at the top again. Trae Young, Draymond, Luka, and Chris Paul. Steals per game, you got PG, you got Jimmy Butler, DeJounte Murray, Tyrese Halliburton, and Kawhi Leonard. Like Tyrese Halliburton, there's just no face scan. Technically, this is a face scan, but like, you know what I mean, like a picture. And then blocks per game, Mitchell Robinson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Miles Turner, AD, and the Time Lord. And then field goal percentage was Mitchell Robinson, and 3-point percentage was Damian Lillard. And then there's free throw percentage led by Bones Highland. Alrighty. Rookie report, here's the rookie report. Yeah, Jaden Ivey just essentially just blew everybody out of the water. Chet Holmgren isn't even there he is. And then wrong players. Okay, so we'll go to team stats. Yeah, the Sixers were by far probably the best team. They had the best points per game. Points allowed, the Lakers had the best defense essentially. Point differential, Sixers, and the Pelicans shot the best. And then Nets shot best from 3, but that didn't help them because they're not even in the play-in. Alrighty, I'm just gonna simulate. I'm gonna look at this Bucks series because they're the ones that, in my opinion, them and the Suns should be in there, but we'll simulate the play-in. Oh my gosh, Suns are out of here, Pistons are out of here, Blazers are out of here, and Pacers are out of here. So it is Golden State versus Minnesota, Denver versus Dallas, Pelicans versus Clippers, Lakers versus Grizzlies, Philadelphia versus the Knicks, Boston versus Atlanta, Miami versus Chicago, and Cleveland versus Milwaukee. Alrighty, I mean, I'm just gonna simulate each round. We're just here to watch. Minnesota's up 2-0 on Golden State right now. The Knicks are out of here as expected. Chicago's out by the Heat. Milwaukee's out. They were the 7th seed. The Lakers are out by Memphis. Oh wow. 2 seed goes down. Boston is out by Atlanta. The Clippers are out by the Pelicans. The Warriors are out by the Timberwolves, and the Nuggets are out by Dallas. So it's Philly, Atlanta, Cleveland, Miami, and then on the left side, Dallas, Minnesota, which is the 2 lowest seeds, and New Orleans, Memphis. I kind of want a 7-8 matchup and then like a 5-3 matchup. Alrighty, let's simulate this next round. Timberwolves are out of here. And the Pelicans are out of there. Memphis still is alive. The Heat are eliminated, and the Hawks are eliminated. So it's 1-2 and 5-7. Alrighty. And looks like the Mavericks are out and the Cavs are out. So it is a 7-1 matchup between the Grizzlies and the Sixers, between Ja Morant and James Harden, and then you got Bane versus Maxey, Dillon Brooks versus Daniel House, which is like the worst matchup. Jaren Jackson Jr. versus Tobias Harris, and Steve Adams versus Joel Embiid. I feel like the Sixers are gonna have this. They just seem like, actually I don't know, because they had trouble in their last 2 series, so we'll see. Game 1 goes to Philly. Joel Embiid dominated. Ja tried to put up a fight. They're up 3-0 and 3-1, 3-2. They're coming back. Oh no, Sixers win it. James Harden Finals MVP with 28, 9, and 10. Alrighty, let's go to playoff stats. Oh, alrighty. Luka with 41. Oh no, 42. Ja with 33, and he played up until the finals. 32 for Brown, 32 for Curry, and 32 for Trae Young. There were about like, what is this? I want to say 7, because Jokic is, these two aren't really over 30. So 7 players over 30 points. Jared Allen, most rebounds in the playoffs. Jokic still held the assists. Jimmy Butler with the most steals. Blocks went to Jared Allen. Who shot the best? Mitchell Robinson. And Denzel Valentine with the best shooting percentage from 3. Alrighty, I guess that's it. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching. I guess that the Sixers are now going to be the 2023 NBA champions according to 2K. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, like, and comment any video you want. I'm going to be going pretty hard on 2K, even though I'm on, PS4. I'll still try and provide good content, even though I wanted to do like my NBA on eras. So yeah.